Hi, it's Jeff.
And Denise from Mousesteps.com.
And this is episode number 435.
435.
Of Mousesteps Weekly.
Sponsored by MEI Travel and Mouse Van Travel. Becky, the owner, is currently on the Disney Dream. She has been doing so many cruises for research purposes.
I've seen that.
So if you're looking to take a cruise, not just Disney, although Disney Wish is right around the corner, check out MEI and Mouse Van Travel, get a no obligation quote. Or Walt Disney World, so much is going on here. We've got Cosmic Rewind just around the corner.
Disneyland?
Disneyland, yes. We're going to talk about that today. Check them out. You just head to their site.
So this week we're going to start off at Disney's Animal Kingdom. And traditionally for us, on the anniversary, Earth Day, we always go to Disney's Animal Kingdom. But it was also Earth Week. All week they had special characters doing meet and greets.
Yes, it's Earth Month also.
It's Earth it always is.
So, Jeff especially wanted to see the special characters that were out. And there were actually, it was quite a bit, I thought.
Yeah, and we're seeing Russell here, who has not appeared in the park. I
In a
don't think
while.
I've seen him since last Earth Day.
Oh,
Remember he was there last Earth Day?
You know what? I don't even remember last Earth Day, so I don't know.
Yeah, it was in the train station.
Oh, that's right. Now I do remember. Yes. So, Russell's here with Kevin. Kevin is here on a regular basis now, and it was nice that they, made them a duo for the week.
And they are not signing autographs, although I would think it would be very difficult for Kevin to sign any autographs regardless. But anyway, none of the characters are signing the autograph books as of now here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. But at least you're able to get, as you're demonstrating here, right up close and get a good close picture with them.
Well, EPCOT, you were able to get autographs with everybody, so
That's
I was
correct.
surprised that not all characters are doing that.
And the next special character that we were able to meet was Miss Moth here from Disney Pixar's A Bug's Life.
And we know that her name in the film is Gypsy Moth, but even in real life, Gypsy Moth is no longer, it's now Spongy Moth. That's what they call
I just learned that.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
I didn't know that. So, but at Animal Kingdom, we're calling her Miss Moth. And this was actually, we have never met her before.
No.
I had never seen her anywhere. So that was a fun, I thought that was a fun meet and greet.
It really was, and I had to do a little research myself because I haven't seen A Bug's Life in quite some time. So I did some research. Now I remembered, voiced by Madeline Kahn, if you remember, from the film. So it was really nice. I was prepared when we finally did get to meet her, and very colorful, by the way.
Beautiful costume.
And remember the back? You saw the back wings, how different and nice they are. So it was great. Next up, we have the characters from Brother Bear.
Coda and Kenai. And I have not seen this movie in a very long time. They were very, I want to say the word animated. That's the word that comes to mind.
They really were. Remember the time that we ate a character breakfast at Disneyland Storytellers?
Yes.
And they were so good that day.
We've only done that once, and I don't know why we haven't, gone back. That was a really fun event.
Now, last year for Earth Day, they were on a flotilla, if you remember. But much better now, we can meet them. And I was kind of making a joke. It looks like that's their cave where they live in the background. Perfect place. This place where they were doing the meet and greet, I had never been over there before. So when we were looking for them, I at first walked right by. It's right by the Starbucks.
I'm sure I've been back here, but it's not someplace that I come to too often. So, it walked us all over Animal Kingdom looking for it.
Yeah, we did a full lap. But,
I don't know.
And they also, do you remember, they also appeared, they were dancing with the band that plays over there at Animal Kingdom. I forget the name of the band. They're very energetic.
We've actually seen them quite a bit, here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. And so the hyenas from Disney's Lion King also were here, and they were on the flotilla. They didn't do as many flotillas. I'm glad they're starting to take the characters
in person.
Yes.
Right.
Although I would like to see Donald's Dino Bash return.
And that would be very nice. And also Mickey and Minnie, it'd be nice for them to return for meet and greets. And here is a little shot you took here. I call this Selfie Bridge because this is the closest you can get to the characters. And when we were there, a bunch of our character friends were there was a whole line of people taking selfies with the
different characters.
the characters. So that was very fun. And then when we were walking around just to kind of see a little bit more of Animal Kingdom. From a distance, I saw Mickey and Minnie in their Animal Kingdom outfits here on one of their flotillas, the big 50th anniversary flotilla.
I hope, and again, hopefully they will eventually make it back to land soon.
Well, they have a
For
special
meet and
area, an
greets, right.
air-conditioned inside area, which usually was a great place for a meet and greet. And I think they even had it. I'm sure it could be Lightning Lane. I think it was Fast Pass in the past. So anyway, and also we decided to take a look at Everest. The roller coaster has returned to operation after a refurbishment.
Right. I don't think it went too long.
And everything was the same. There was no big changes to Everest, but here it is. Here it goes. And I'm looking forward to riding that. It's been a while since we've ridden Everest.
It has been quite some time. I think we'll be on Cosmic Rewind before we get back on Everest.
You are correct. I think you're correct.
We surprisingly don't make it to Animal Kingdom nearly as often as we should. I actually love the park.
It's the most beautiful park of Walt Disney World, in my opinion.
Epcot's very beautiful.
Epcot is. So now we're over here at the Magic Kingdom.
Yes.
This was yesterday, and I wanted to record the Festival of Fantasy Parade. I had no idea that it would be a special parade, but we have Princess Tiana and Prince Naveen leading off the parade for the first and maybe only time.
Well, Beauty and the Beast were not in the parade either at 12 o'clock or 3 p.m. For whatever reason. They're back today. But it was really fun to see, Princess Tiana and Prince Naveen take the lead.
And they are very happy and proud to be leading the Festival of Fantasy Parade. I love it. Every once in a while, they should put a different couple up there.
That's what I said afterwards, that it would be nice if they were able to kind of rotate the couples to the front, to give them a time to shine.
But I mean, here with Cinderella and her prince here, it's themed. The dress and everything is themed for Cinderella. So, and I think over there, you see that grassy area? That is where Tiana and Naveen used to be, and it would kind of spin around.
Well, they're probably back there today.
Right.
Not where
right.
they used to be.
They are back there today.
Yes, that's where they are normally on a daily basis. And then yesterday, the platform was not turning. So usually this platform turns, but Anna
sometimes
and Elsa,
you could miss if you don't get it right. You'll miss seeing Anna and Elsa or Princess Tiana and Naveen. So it's kind of nice. You saw all the couples this time perfectly.
Right. Well, Elsa and Anna you could see easily because they were not turning
right.
as they went.
So now also when we were at the Magic Kingdom, look at that, you saw a ride vehicle go by. We decided to go take a look at the TRON construction, and it turned out a little bit more than that. We saw ride vehicle testing, and as we were going by, this was our first ride on the People Mover, you're going to see and there it comes, one of the TRON coaster ride vehicles doing some testing.
That was so exciting to be able to see that. I guess about a week ago or so, probably they started where they first saw that around Easter.
Right.
I think the day before Easter or something. People started seeing the ride vehicles every so often, and it was very exciting yesterday to see that. I don't know when TRON is going to open. They still have quite a bit to do here, including for the Walt Disney World Railroad.
Yeah, I was going to say, there is that tunnel there, the railroad tunnel in the middle, and you could see some TRON vehicles here, and they were just parked on the track, and we went around to try to see it again, and by that time they had already been pushed back into the building, but we took some stills from the video, and you could see clearly the vehicles. Now, these don't seem to have the sandbags, but the ones that are testing do have sandbags in place. So we'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. You can see those are sandbags, kind of like people there in the position you would be when you're riding it.
It was really great to be able to see this and to be able to get some photos on it. Only during my first ride out of 5.
I love this. That's a great shot. You could see again the sandbags. That's another one of your great pictures. It was so exciting, so exciting. And here is another shot of it going by, and then we're going to see it in slow motion as well.
Well, we had, I mentioned I rode the People Mover 5 times yesterday, but we only saw it during the first time.
Right, those 2 times basically, two passes.
Two passes of the coaster. And then nothing, then you saw the workers on the roof and, them getting ready to do whatever they were doing. So I don't know how often that they are testing this, because it seems like people are so lucky when they're able to catch it. And so we were lucky yesterday. So
you mentioned the workers on the roof, and we're about to see that. To me, it was very interesting to see them up there. The roof looks very soft, by the way.
Well, this canopy, I think it's pretty much done. I don't know what they were doing up there, but we caught them doing it. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd be scared being in that position.
I'm not going. I mean, I wouldn't even go up like a 3 ladder like 3 rungs on a ladder, like I definitely wouldn't be going up there.
But it sure made for an interesting day.
It did. Yesterday was a fun, it was fun to find stuff that was new to us.
And all of it completely unexpected. We had no idea about Tiana, and we had no idea we would see the coaster cars on the track. So it was a double header of goodness. Speaking of goodness, we are now at EPCOT. More exciting things happening. Connections Cafe, the Starbucks, is now in soft opening phase.
As is the eatery. And right now we're walking into Connections Cafe, and this floor design was inspired by the Florida Project site plans, where EPCOT was to serve as a literal and conceptual center of Walt Disney World.
Right, you would
Resort.
live in Epcot back in the Walt's original plan. So it was more of a city, a real city of the future, not a World's Fair theme park, which it kind of has turned into. But we love Epcot. We go to Epcot more than anywhere else, and now we have a new Starbucks. There's the classic Epcot logo. This was our favorite area. These comfortable leather-looking chairs, nice music, very, very comfortable, and a great view of Spaceship Earth.
I enjoyed. So this area is huge. It's not. The eatery and the cafe are attached. It's all one big building that the maximum occupancy is 1,718 guests. So that is a big location, massive. So, but it's a relatively average Starbucks experience, except really good seating.
Right, and you just saw the specialty Cokes, by the way, that we still have to pick up here. It's pretty much a normal Starbucks.
Average.
But they do have one little bonus that I've not seen in other Starbucks, and we're going to actually try that in a minute. It's the waffle.
Right, the Liege waffle. You can see you've got your pumpkin loaf, your banana, just all the
We
all
are
the things you'd
patrons of
expect.
all of this stuff. Actually,
I don't want to say all of it, but quite a bit.
In those breakfast sandwiches, very good.
They have 3 open kitchens, so you can watch things being created. But here, you've got like little pearl sugars on them. Now, there is a Liege waffle on the eatery side with a lot of stuff on it, and we will show that too.
Show that as
we
well.
did 2 waffles on this day.
Yes.
I thought this was very nice. This was a nice walk-around waffle snack.
Yeah, I would have that again. I'm very happy that they sell that there. If you're walking by and you want a snack, which we often are, because we're more morning people at Epcot, we like to do opening rope drops. I would go for that. And you're seeing that there, you can actually see them making some of the baked goods there.
And there's a Minnie Mouse in I think it's M&M's there. So I thought that was a fun little touch that they added.
Yeah, the whole thing is great. What I like most is there is so much, as you could see, it's massive. There's so much seating, air-conditioned seating. Even we, who are still very careful with inside dining, were able to dine here and feel very comfortable about the experience.
Well, it wasn't so busy. So there's no outdoor seating yet. I hope that there will be. I would assume that they would eventually offer that. So you can see also there's all other little nods to Epcot there with the logo. And then there's that large mural, which is like one of the biggest that Walt Disney Imagineering has ever created.
And we'll take a look at that when we get more into the eatery side. And speaking of the eatery side, this is a different entrance here to the Connections Eatery. And we're going to take a little walk through, and you're going to see just how cavernous this area truly is.
And I'm sure they could put much more seating if they chose to. I found it very comfortable the way the seating was. And again, like to the left, you could see that there was an open kitchen. There's several of them. Then you have the registers over to the left-hand side.
And look at this. I mean, I love having all the windows. I mean, it's beautiful views. Over there to your right, you have the Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind. I have a feeling that's going to be a very popular area with people waiting for their time to be announced.
Well, all day long. This area has never been popular all day long. So, into the night. So I'm really excited for that. So again, here is one of those kitchens. Now, Connections Eatery is open for lunch and dinner, where Connections Cafe will be open all day long. I don't know if that will change. They could always decide to offer breakfast for the eatery, but right now that is not the case.
And you're seeing some pizza be prepared here, and we did try some of the pizza, and we'll be showing that in just a moment. We're going to take a very quick look around the restaurant again, and then get right into the food. And here we go for a short little walk.
I mean, no matter where you are in here, like they have these floor to ceiling windows, so again you can see Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind, out another window toward in this Starbucks area. You can see
Test track.
Spaceship Earth. So, you can have your choice of views all around the restaurant, which used to be part of Inventions.
And also we found out the second time we were walking through here, there are little charging areas underneath some of the tables, and even on top of the tables they have an area where you can put your phone down and charge it.
At least in some of the locations. And I thought that was really a nice touch. I didn't even look under any of those tables to see. Is it mostly those long ones?
Right, it's the long ones in
Right.
the middle. So it's very nice. And look at this, there's Denise making a cameo over there.
I'm like, I'm going to the restroom.
No, you weren't. You weren't.
The restrooms are actually very nice and pretty big. So I thought that was a bonus too.
So now it's the most important part of this whole experience. We're going to talk about the food. The first item we tried was the meatball pizza.
And I thought that was good. I felt like there should be a little more at the end, because you're used to the triangle pizza, but it's like the little bit that
It's
makes
thick, though. It's a thick pizza.
It's relatively thick, and there was 4 big meatballs on it. And I thought that was pretty good. And the meatballs are pork and beef, and then this is a Mediterranean salad, which we had a couple of times.
Yeah, there's only so many fries that you can have.
Right.
I like that they offer the salad. You can have your choice of salad, fries, and I think there are a few other options as well. Here is the hand-breaded chicken sandwich. Very big piece of chicken here.
And it includes house-made pickles, signature sauce, and a toasted brioche bun. It wasn't for me. I didn't really like the sauce. Maybe if I didn't have the sauce, but I thought the breading was a little too much for me.
What I didn't like was the breading. It was okay. It wasn't bad, but it was very, very thick breading, and I just wasn't a fan. I would rather have it be less deep fried for my taste.
I would rather have a normal, just a chicken, like a grilled chicken.
And here is the American Classic Burger. This was very good. This was a step above most Disney burgers. I would get this again. And again, I also like the fact that you have the choice of the salad or the fries.
And it comes with cheddar and cheddar cheese and roasted garlic spread. I thought it was fine. It's a counter service burger.
Right.
But the food here I thought was decent. We're still going to try more items.
That's right. Now, and we chose to eat our food here up in this elevated area here. They kind of have a second level, so I do like it up here. That's my favorite spot. We're going to take another quick look though at the open kitchen because it's time for dessert, and our dessert was going to be the liege waffle, and you could see one of a similar one is being prepared now. And I think that's very interesting having these open kitchen windows.
And the liege waffle has a brioche dough with pearl sugar, whipped cream, chocolate sauce. It was really, I enjoyed it even more with the waffle this way than at Starbucks.
Yeah, it was. It's a big dessert. It's definitely something that you can split. For me, I don't think I'd want the whole thing myself because of all that comes on it. But it really worked well. I love the strawberries. The strawberries really made it for me.
I thought it was excellent. But I also liked it at Starbucks, just it's something you could kind of take to go. I mean, they're both good.
Right. I don't think I would want this
to go
first thing in the morning.
Oh, no.
Yeah, maybe if I wanted a lot of energy, I would want one of these myself first thing in the morning as you just rope drop EPCOT and you're about to do the run around the park. And you mentioned the mural. Here is a quick look at the mural.
And the mural is called Global Gathering, and it spans the wall. And I mean, you can just walk all the way down here, and what it is people around the world gathering around food. And again, one of the largest murals that Walt Disney Imagineering has ever done. It's really a beautiful mural.
And here is one last look, looking up the ramp. And now we're going to move on. We were walking around World Showcase, and we ran into a bunch of characters. Here is Geppetto here, out of nowhere.
Well, we haven't seen the surprise meet and greets in quite some time. So, and now that traditional meet and greets have started as of, that was April 18th, it was really fun to be able to find them here. And you had Pinocchio, Geppetto, Gideon, and then also Tigger and Mr. Smee.
And you could see the regal eagle in the background. This was very nice. It was very fast, and if you had just been walking quickly past this little alley, you would not have even noticed it. But I always enjoyed in the past being able to participate in these. Here comes Mr. Smee. Now, we didn't have time to actually meet him because it was towards the end of the surprise, and we were just seeing him kind of exiting. And you're going to see Tigger as well, exiting the area.
And you never know when they're going to pop up. I mean, some people call them the pop-up meet and greets and such too. You never know where it's going to be here, or World Showplace area also has had these, and you never know when. So it's fun to find them.
Geppetto was very interested in my video camera. His helper here was telling him he needs to work on some more inventions to kind of come up with something like that. So
I had no idea.
Yeah,
I didn't hear that.
So also, though, the reason we are back here is because we wanted to go to a concert, and it was Starship. They had said during the show that we were at, this was the 20th appearance. 20th year anyway that they had appeared.
20th year.
Because
not
of
20th
course,
appearance. They've been here many times.
Right, many times. But and it's not in a row. It would have been a row had there not been the 2-year absence because of COVID.
It was great to see. They sounded great. Mickey Thomas sounds great. So, there's the Garden Rocks concerts are every day during the EPCOT International Flower and Garden Festival.
I also found it very interesting. Some Disneyland Main Street Electrical Parade 50th anniversary items. The ears were here. And also there was one shirt. And apparently there was even more merchandise.
Loungefly bag and some other items.
And that was at the Magic Kingdom you saw? Or you read?
No, I heard also at Epcot they had the Loungefly. So I think they may have had other items even at Epcot.
Well, speaking of Disneyland and the Main Street Electrical Parade, it is celebrating its 50th anniversary now.
This is the parade that I grew up with. Mm-hmm. Right now it is. It just started at Disneyland on April 22nd, and this is Disney footage. We almost went. We decided about a week before we definitely weren't going yet. So we postponed our trip, but it's really exciting to see it back. A lot of the same floats are back, but there's also something new.
And we're going to see that something new very soon. I have so many memories of this parade everywhere. I've seen it in New York City when they had the Hercules Electrical Parade for the premiere of Hercules. And this is a little different where you have Tinkerbell up standing this time on her float. But I've seen this, of course, at Walt Disney World, all around, many different versions in California Adventure as well. But the big change for the parade right now is a new Small World float replacing what we would call the Bacon float, which was the America float.
And there are actually 22 full floats, and this is with about 500,000 lights. But this one has stylized scenes from Encanto, Mulan, just a variety of different films, both Pixar and Disney. And there's a 19-foot tall float representing Sleeping Beauty Castle.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. It looks great. I look forward to seeing it in person. And, I'm sure we will see it again. This parade, even though it says it glows away, never really does glow that far away.
It's been glowing away for over 20 years.
In the 90s, it glowed away. I have a light bulb when it first glowed away.
I had a T-shirt that said, glowing away.
And a jacket.
Yes.
Many items.
So Disneyland Forever fireworks are also back. And so during the summer, they'll be every night, but right now you have Mixed Magic without fireworks during the week, and then on weekends you have the Disneyland Forever fireworks.
And I like that they're showing you can enjoy the fireworks from a variety of locations. You have Main Street, of course, but also you have by the Small World Mall area and here by the Rivers of America. And we've seen it in the past from all of those locations, mm-hmm. and it's different. It's very different from each one. Something you need to try.
And the conclusion... Richard Sherman wrote the song A Kiss Goodnight, which plays at the end of the fireworks. And it's really, we did see fireworks during our past trip there.
Oh, yeah, the Halloween fireworks for the Oogie Boogie Bash.
That was really great. And so, we're hoping to do Halloween again this year. So World of Color has also returned, and that is at Disney California Adventure. There's nearly 1,200 programmable fountains. That's a lot. And they can go up to 200 feet. In Paradise Bay, and so the show includes Wonderful World of Color song, and that is also written by the Sherman Brothers, because everything is, no, not everything's written by the Sherman Brothers, but a lot
And
is.
You could see also there's multimedia, you have fire, depending on where you stand, you might get either a little mist or you might get very wet. I've had both experiences in the past. This is a lot of fun. I love this show. The only thing about this show is sometimes it's really hard to get a good spot, and I think now, are they doing it by reservation?
It's some kind of, yes, and so so I'm kind of glad we waited on this just to let everything, because there's a lot
The
of
excitement
guests there.
will die down a bit.
A little bit, yes, and also just to kind of get everything, organized.
Well, I still can't wait to get back. I always can't wait to get back to Disneyland. I love it so much, and we will be going back. Definitely, we already have booked our trip, and I look forward to that. But that is another show.
That's another show. Thanks to our sponsor, MEI Travel and Mouse Fan Travel. If you're planning to go to Disneyland, Walt Disney World, Disney
Disneyland
Cruise
Paris.
Line, yes, and Disneyland Paris. We didn't even talk about that at all this
Shocking.
week. 30th anniversary. There's really a lot going on in the world of Disney, and they do other stuff too. They don't just do Disney, but why wouldn't you go to, right? There's so much to do right now this summer.
So there is a lot more going on this week. I just found out, I had no idea there was a thing called Halfway to Halloween, but we're in the middle of it, and there'll be some big announcements coming up later this week. We'll talk about that next week on the show.
Right, and there's also going to be treats, so I'm looking forward to picking up a couple items at Gideon's Bakehouse on Thursday.
Yes, twist my arm. We'll have to go and do some of that. We'll be going back to the Magic Kingdom, I think, again, and doing some other things. And I really am not sure what we're going to have. Just like last week, we had no idea what we're going to have. So, but I'm sure whatever we come up with will be good.
I hope so. I don't know exactly everything we're doing yet, but I'm looking forward to the week.
So thanks again for listening. Have a great week, and we'll see you all next week.
Have a great week.